And these are the horses. Number 1, Classic Rock and Roll. Kathleen Grant, Milton, Ontario, Canada. James Dean trains. John Campbell drives. The 1, Classic Rock and Roll. Number 2, Rock and Roll Heaven. Frank Bellino, Bronxville, New York. Bruce Saunders trains. Dan DeBay drives. Post 2, Rock and Roll Heaven. Number 3 is I'm Gorgeous. Elmer Fannin, George Teague Jr. George Teague Jr. trains. Andy Miller drives the 3, I'm Gorgeous. Number 4, Razzle Dazzle. Ira Costell of Delray Beach, Florida. Jerry Silverman trained. David Miller drives the 4, Razzle Dazzle. Number 5, Piece of the Rock. Robert Young, Jamie Trott, Brian Barton, and Frank Alois. Robert Young trains. Paul McDonnell drives the 5, Piece of the Rock. Number 6 is Rockin' Image. Lothian of Ontario, Canada. Jimmy Tactor trains. Yannick Gingrod drives the 6, Rockin' Image. Number 7 is Dreamland's Art. Glenview Livestock of Ontario, Canada. Renee Larman trains. George Brennan the 7, Dreamland's Art. And number 8 is Doc's Yankee. Bay Racing Stable, Delaware, Ohio. Ron Potter trains. Dan Noble drives the 8, Doc's Yankee. Number 9 is Scratched. Win, play, show, perfecta, trifecta, superfecta, the first half of the late double. Please note in the 19th race coming up, the 4, Music Fan, Dave McGee. The 6, GE's K, John Predmore.
Roger Houston sets the scene for the second heat of the Little Brown Jug.
The starter has called him to the gate. This is what everybody waits for each and every year. 8 of the finest 3-year-old colt pacers in the sport of harness racing going to the gate. Classic Rock and Roll, Rock and Roll Heaven, I'm Gorgeous, Razzle Dazzle, Piece of the Rock, Rockin' Image, Dreamland's Art, Doc's Yankee on the outside. Moving in behind the Greg Kuhn starting gate. The gate swings around the turn, and here they come for the second heat of the Little Brown Jug. They're off and pacing. I'm Gorgeous right out for the lead. Rock and Roll Heaven gets away second. Classic Rock and Roll third. Razzle Dazzle fourth. Piece of the Rock gets away fifth. Sixth is Rockin' Image to the backside. Dreamland's Art seventh. Trailing the field, Doc's Yankee. Not the 2-hole. He wants the front, and Dan Dubé puts him there. Rock and Roll Heaven. Opening quarter, 27-1. I'm Gorgeous racing second. Classic Rock and Roll gapped out third. Into the turn, going to the 3/8 mark. Razzle Dazzle is fourth. Piece of the Rock first up on the outside fifth. Rockin' Image is sixth. Dreamland's Art seventh, and Doc's Yankee trails. Into the lane first time, coming to the halfway point. On top, Rock and Roll Heaven at the half. 55-3. 28-2. It's kind of a cakewalk so far. I'm Gorgeous second. Up on the outside, Razzle Dazzle now third. Piece of the Rock fourth. Classic Rock and Roll fifth. Rockin' Image sixth. Outside, Dreamland's Art. Inside, Doc's Yankee. 4 in, 4 out. Down the backside. But it's Rock and Roll Heaven, the leader. I'm Gorgeous second. 3/4, 123. 27-2, and Rock and Roll Heaven starts to open up a bit. Length and 3/4 on I'm Gorgeous, trying to stay with him with an 1/8 of a mile to go. Racing third is Razzle Dazzle. Into the stretch they come. Rock and Roll Heaven with the lead. I'm Gorgeous can do nothing but chase. It's all Rock and Roll Heaven winning the Little Brown Jug. 1:49.2, equaling his world record performance in the first division.
Stunning.
Anytime you toss down a pair of 49 and 2s on a half-mile track on a 49 or 70, 94-degree day, you are really doing something. How about Rock and Roll Heaven? He deserved a victory in a big event, and he got it here for Frank Bellino and Bruce Saunders and Dan Dubé. Frank Bellino never comes to the races. Didn't come to the Meadowlands Pace.
Wow.
Never comes to the races. His son's usually here. I don't know if Frank is here today or watching on the TV broadcast, but Frank, congratulations. One heck of a colt you've got.
How about a final quarter in 26 and 2 to equal his own world record that he tied some beach somewhere just about an hour ago. I mean, you don't usually expect a world record off of fairly slow fractions and then just sprint home like that. He could go a third and a fourth heat, I think.
And you talk about a roller coaster season. Dan Dubé, main driver for Jimmy Takter, driving a lot of his horses, had this colt and got injured before the Meadowlands Pace in that horrific looking spill at the Meadowlands.